Welcome to another episode of BWT. I'm your host, Teddy, and today we will be talking about the Brewers and the Yankees series. Before we get into that, I want to make sure you guys are liking this video, sharing it to any baseball fans that you know, any Yankee fans, any Brewers fans. Comment down below and also hit that subscribe button so you will not miss another video. And I also want you guys to show the rest of the Refuse to Lose community some love. We have a bunch of shows that cover different sports. We've got CTC, Carl Talking College. He covers all college related things. RBO, Real Ballers Only, McVaughn. He covers NBA. We got FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. Covers everything fantasy related. We have In the Red Corner with Ty, Ricky, and Fast Camp. They do boxing, right? And with some news that came out recently, you're going to want to tune in. And then we have Dave's Doghouse. He gives you all of the lowlights and highlights throughout the week. If you play good, you will be roaming around the yard. And if you do something bad, then you'll be put in the doghouse. And then we have Kings Talk with Joe Jordan. He covers the Sacramento Kings. And, of course, the main show, Refuse to Lose. That's with Joe, Tomo, and Dave. They cover everything from UFC, hockey. There's some soccer in there, baseball, NBA, NFL. You name it, they cover it. Also, click the link in the description to become a member. We have Instagram chats. We have Instagram chats for NFL, NBA, WNBA, college basketball, men's and women's, college football, F1 racing, hockey, soccer, MLB, and I think boxing, and then UFC and a WWE chat. All of the chats that I just named are all on Instagram. Right now, we're doing something for you guys to where you can join for free, right? But the ones that you can't join for free are the NFL, the NBA, and the parlay chat, and also the VIP chat. You have to become a all-star member or above to join those, but all the other ones we are trying to get up to 30 members in them. So if you want to become a member and be put into those chats, click the link in the description to become a member, and we'll take care of that for you. Let's get into the first game of the series. We had Luis Hill going up against Colin Ray. In the top of the first, Juan Soto starts the scoring off with a solo home run. In the top of the second, Verdugo comes up with a solo home run to make it 2-0. And then in the bottom of the second, Joey Ortiz hits a 2-run home run to tie up the game. In the bottom of the third, Blake Perkins hits a 2-run home run to make it 4-2. Trent Grisham comes up with his very first Yankee hit, a 3-run home run to go up 5-4. And then in the bottom of the sixth, Joey Ortiz hits a sac fly to tie up the game at 5. And then we get some free baseball. Giancarlo Stanton comes up in the top of the 10th, pinch hit, RBI double to make it 6-5. And then in the bottom of the 10th, Willy Adames comes up with a very clutch RBI single to make it 6-6. And then in the bottom of the 11th, Joey Ortiz hits an RBI single to make it 7-6, which was the walk-off. Jared Cohen gets the win. He pitched 2 innings, giving up 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 run, one strikeout. His ERA on the season is a 1.04 with a 2-0 record. The loss goes to Michael Tonkin. He went 1 inning and a third, giving up 2 hits, 2 runs. He is 1-3 on the season with a 5.23 ERA. This game was tough. I didn't really like the moves that were made. We brought a lot of guys in. We had like Miguel Cairo at third base. We had Michael Tonkin, who we literally just picked up off of um, waivers like 2 days before or a day before. That was questionable for me to bring him into that situation. The first batter, you can tell he was not on the same page with Jose Trevino, and a pass ball ended up getting by Trevino to bring that ghost runner to third base to give Adames the opportunity to score him with that single. So that was tough. The kid was put in a tough spot. Um, just I don't know. I didn't really like the moves that were made late game. I feel like we could have went with like an Ian Hamilton or even a Clay Holmes, right? In that situation to really secure this win. But we dropped game one. The starters they pitched pretty well. Lewis Hill went 5 innings, giving up 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks, giving up 2 home runs. His ERA in the season is a 4.01. And Colin Ray, he went 6 innings, giving up 4 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, giving up 3 home runs. And his ERA in the season is a 3.25. Going to game two. Carlos Rodon versus Joe Ross. Alex Verdugo gets moved into the cleanup spot. And in his very first at bat there, he hits a 3-run home run in the top of the first to make it 3-0. Rhys Hoskins comes up in the bottom of the first, hits a solo shot to go 3-1. Gleyber Torres finally figures out how to hit the ball in the gap with a 3 RBI double with the bases loaded to make it 6-1. In the top of the fifth, Oswaldo Cabrera hits an RBI single to make it 7-1. All rise. In the top of the sixth, Aaron Judge hits a 2-run home run to make it 9-1. And Anthony Rizzo also hits a 2-run home run to make it 11-1. And then in the top of the ninth, Alex Verdugo comes up with a sac fly to make it 12-1. And Giancarlo Stanton hits a 3-run home run to make it 15-1. In the bottom of the ninth, Gary Sanchez hits an RBI double to make it 15-2. And Joey Ortiz hits an RBI double to make it 15-3. And that was the final score of game two. Yankees win, even up the series. Carlos Rodon gets the win. He went 6 innings, giving up only 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 8 Ks. He's 2-1 on the season with a 2.48 ERA. And Joe Ross ended up getting the loss, going 5 innings, giving up 8 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 Ks, 1-3 in the season with a 5.40 ERA. Finally, Yankees offense woke up. I've been waiting for a game like this for a very long time, since the season started. There's been a couple games where we just don't get the jobs done. And this game, we were able to get the job done. Runners in scoring position. We're getting base hits. We're doing what we have to do at the plate to score runs. We're hitting the ball out of the park. Like, this is the offense that I envisioned when Juan Soto came over, right? It was great. It was great to see. Very fun game to watch. If you like seeing the ball go out of the park, if you like seeing the ball get hit hard, extremely, extremely satisfied with this win. And Carlos Rodon, he's a new guy, right? People were complaining about him and how he was last year, and I feel like he really took last year to the chin, and came back with a chip on his shoulder. Right, he came back in better shape. He came back. Um, he's throwing 98. His changeup is coming off that fastball really well. He's locating his pitches. So his last two starts, he's only given up 3 hits, and he's gone deep into the game. So everything is looking great for him. So I hope he can keep it up, because until Cole gets back, I consider him the ace of this team. Starting to look like what he looked like in San Francisco before we paid him that big contract to bring him over to the Bronx. Now we go to game 3. We had Tobias Myers going up against Marcus Stroman for this as the starting pitchers. Aaron Judge gets the scoring started. All rise. Hit a solo home run to go up 1-0. And the birthday boy in the top of the 5th, Anthony Volpe, hits a 3-run home run to make it 4-0. In the bottom of the 5th, Willy Adames comes up with an RBI double to make it 4-1. Jake Bauers, ex-Yankee, hits a 3-run home run to tie up the game at 4. In the top of the 6th, Gleyber Torres hits an RBI single to make it 5-4. Then Jose Trevino hits a 2 RBI single to make it 7-4. A run scores on a wild pitch to make it 8-4. Juan Soto hits an RBI single to make it 9-4. And Judge hits a 2 RBI single to make it 11-4. In the bottom of the 6th, Blake Perkins walks with the bases loaded to bring in a run to make it 11-5. In the top of the 7th, Oswaldo Cabrera hits an RBI single to make it 12-5. Jose Trevino hits a sac fly to make it 13-5. And Rizzo continues to stay hot, hitting the ball out of the park for a 2-run home run to make it 15-5, which ended up being the final score. This game right here, it was awesome. Another game, 15 runs. The winning pitcher was Marcus Stroman. He ended up going 4 innings, giving up only 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 5 walks, 4 Ks. His ERA in the season is 3.69. Tobias Myers gets the loss, going 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 5 Ks. His ERA in the season is at 4.50. The thing with Stroman right now, he's been giving up a couple home runs his last starts because he is mislocating his off speed, and when he misses, it's literally right down the middle. So these guys are able to punish it and hit it out of the park. So he needs to work on that for before his next start. Yeah, man, this game was great. A little bit of controversy in the 6th inning when there was a ground ball hit, and Aaron Judge was on first base. He's running to second. He slides into second base, puts his hand up as he's sliding, and Willy Adames hits his hand with the throw, and then that sparked that big sixth inning to go up 11-4. I mean, if you look at all of his slides going into second base, he does the same thing every single time. Why don't the other guys hit his hand? Why is it a problem now that Willy Adames hits his hand? Right? As a base runner, you are taught to break up the double play. And that's exactly what Aaron Judge did. So I don't want to hear, oh, he's cheating, he's this, he's that. No. As a shortstop, your job is to avoid the runner at all costs and finish the play to get 2. Right? If you can't do that, maybe you shouldn't be playing short. Right? Just like that. I mean, there's nothing I can really say about that. But yeah, second game in a row, offense scores 15 runs. So offense is clicking right now. Can't can't think of a better way to go into a series with the Baltimore Orioles for a fight for first place in the AL East. It's early in the season, yeah, but I mean, these games are going to mean so much down the road when what if we're tied, right? These head-to-head matchups are going to mean something. So, um again, can't think of a better way to go into a series with the Baltimore Orioles. Um Yankees end up winning this series. We win yet another series, so I can't complain about that either. Um, and your king of New York, the New York Yankees offense finally wakes up, right? We got Gleyber Torres hitting doubles. We've got everybody contributing to this offense, right? You know something's going right when Gleyber Torres is starting to click, because he still doesn't have a home run, right? But this past week, he's been heating up a little bit. So whatever they're doing with him, um, continue to do it. I feel like Soto. He's great. Judge is starting to turn it around. Had a couple people say that he's off to a bad start. Yeah, he's off to a bad start, right? But what what those people don't understand is he missed like 3 weeks in spring training, right? Spring training is a time where you get your timing down, you get into your rhythm, you get all loose and stuff like that. And he didn't have an opportunity to do that, right? We're now about a month into the season, so I feel like now he's starting to have better at bats. Um, the When he hits foul balls, he's hitting them straight back. That means he's just missing it. Um, so I'm really not worried about Aaron Judge. The fact that Aaron Judge is struggling right now, and we are um, going like game for game with the Baltimore Orioles for first place in the AL East, um, means a lot. Like last year, if we were in this position and Aaron Judge was struggling, we would be at the bottom of the AL East, just like we were last year, right? We were fourth in the AL East because Aaron Judge missed 3 months, right? And it was last year's offense was Aaron Judge or bust. This year we've got Soto, we've got Rizzo hitting well, we've got Volpe off to a tremendous start, right? Um, we got Trevino, he's doing well. Oswaldo Cabrera, he came out of nowhere, right? Nobody expected Oswaldo to come out here and play the way that he's been playing. He's been a huge step up on production as to what he was last year, and it's all in that change of his batting stance. So good for him to make that adjustment. I'm kind of worried on what Boone is gonna do when DJ comes back. He should be back in the next couple weeks. I feel like they should put Torres to the bench. He continues to make errors defensively, and he is not producing at the plate. He's starting to pick it up a little bit, but Oswaldo has been consistent throughout the entire season. You can't put that bat on the bench and then later on in the season, like, oh, Oswaldo, go play, and expect him to keep on this hot streak that he's on, right? You need to keep him in the lineup. Please, Boone, don't mess that up. I know Gleyber Torres is in a contract year, whatever, that's fine. Let him figure it out on his own and possibly trade him for a relief guy. Who knows? Send him to Pittsburgh for Aroldis Chapman. Why not? Bring Chapman back. Why not? But that's all I got for you guys today. Again, make sure you guys are liking this video, sharing it, commenting. Click the link in the description to become a member of the Refuse to Lose community. And until next time, peace.